The fact of the matter is, we are masters of limitation and we limit ourselves all the time. It's easy to think that people who are making 6, 7, 8 figures and beyond have it all figured out. But the fact of the matter is that it is not true. Uh, Here's my perspective. My perspective is that the thing that we want is already here. It's right in front of us. It's all around us. But we can't see it. We don't have the ability to perceive it at this moment because in some way we're limiting ourselves. And we have some limiting beliefs. And again, it's new level, new devil, right? And when we start to kind of move beyond and understand that this is the next level, this is nothing to resist, it just means that we need to actually shift some things and move it and remove those limiting beliefs. If you think about, the other day, I was looking out my window and there's a mountain over on the other side of the lake and you couldn't see it because there was, low clouds. It was a fog, right? And this is really how things are for us with the very things that we want to have in our life the most, in our life, our business. So when we're feeling stuck, it just means that there's that fog there. It doesn't mean that the mountain isn't there. It doesn't mean that the goal isn't there. It just means the fog's there. And in this case, the fog is a limiting belief or a series of limiting beliefs. So when we can actually start to shift and change those limiting beliefs, and I can do that really quickly. I can teach people how to do that really quickly for themselves. It changes everything. And then you get to activate the reality that you want. And what so many people do, and again, before people come to work with me, that's where they are. They're stuck. They're kind of feeling stalled. And so they end up kind of trying to look in the outer world. It's like, okay, well, if I do this strategy, or if I get this certificate, or if I meet this particular person, those are going to be the things that change everything. If I market differently. And it doesn't mean that those actions are not going to be required. You just want to make sure that you're doing those actions based on inspiration, not on just what everybody else says and does, because you're an individual. You are different than everybody else. And thank goodness for that. But when you start to take on other people's processes, and we're actually trying to implement something that somebody else has derived, and it doesn't feel aligned with us, that's where we run into problems. And so we may be trying this strategy again, and that strategy, that marketing process, again, that certificate, that degree, all those things, and then we still end up in the same place. And that is because you're not aligned, and you're not aligned because you have that fog in front of you, those limiting beliefs. And so as soon as you can actually start to move those out of the way, everything changes, and it can actually change so quickly. It's astonishing. And that's what I wanted to share with you, is that, again, even if you're not a 6-figure earner and you are trying to get to that place, you have the same issues as these other people do. It's just at a different level and different limitations and a different perspective in terms of, are you playing small? Do you need to actually amp up? And that goes for everybody across the board. It's your turn. It's your time to take that next step into who you really are and what you're meant to be doing here. So in that, you want to follow the energy. And what I mean by following the energy is that you want to do the things that excite you. You want to follow those things that when you wake up in the morning and you're going to do your business or your work, you want to do those things and focus on those things that elevate you, that excite you, that intrigue you, that inspire you. And when you start to do those things and follow that energy, then you'll get this input, you'll get these inspirations, and then that is the time to act. That is the time to pay attention to what strategies are coming up, what are the processes, or what are the things that you've done before that actually still feel like this is, oh yeah, I just need to go back and do that thing. And when you do that and you take that inspired action, you will start to see things change. So I wanted to share that with you today and let you know that I now have a variety of different ways for us to work together. So if you're moving and along on this and you're not getting any traction, that's okay. It's probably just those limiting beliefs that we just need to shift out of your way. And so if you're ready to do that and you just don't want to waste any time anymore, that's the whole thing. I cannot stand wasting time. I like things to move quickly, and probably if you're here, you do as well. And what we want to do again is just get those limiting beliefs, that fog out of the way. So don't want to waste time? Connect with me. Just message me, and we'll have a quick conversation about what it is that you're looking for, and if there's something that I can do to help you, and we'll get things underway really quickly. In the meantime, try this. It works. It works every time. We have blind spots, and those blind spots are the things that I am a master at removing. And thanks for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon.